Hello, everyone. Today, the markets were closed in observance for Martin Luther King Jr. And quickly, I'm just going to talk about dividend portfolio. See, this is another M1 Finance account that I have created, another pie chart that I'm going to be talking about right quick. So, as we can see, the portfolio is up $41.09 for a 4% gain. I'm closing in on 5%. This is a portfolio that I have made recently, so I'm not really expecting it to be up 10%, some 10%, some 15%, like that. I literally just created this I would say maybe about 2 weeks ago. So let's go over the stocks in the portfolio. Already we can see Goldman Sachs has really just spiked up 5.5%. Percentage gain is 15%, and right now it's sitting on $8. So, or $8, an $8 gain. Let's take a look at the stats here. Quite curious when I bought Goldman Sachs. Again, I bought the banks when pretty much all the banks were oversold. Average share price 175, and the price right now for Goldman Sachs is $200.02. So, yeah, it's a pretty good stock. I think Buffett has a lot of Goldman Sachs in his portfolio. I put it in my portfolio because I thought it was oversold. Again, I thought all the banks were oversold. I haven't put Wells Fargo in, and I know that Wells Fargo had, their scandal, and a lot of customers don't trust Wells Fargo. But we'll talk about that. I think Wells Fargo is in this portfolio. It might be in another portfolio, but yeah, Goldman Sachs is doing well. We see General Mills. Excuse me, not General Mills, General Motors. I'm sorry about that. Let's take a look at General Motors stats. They've really been increasing. I really just bought General Motors because I did like their dividend yield at these prices, $35. Right now, the price is at $38. They recently announced, I think I was reading a report that they're going to have some good sales coming up or something like that, and I think that can attribute to the price increase. A lot of people bought into the hype when they announced that their sales are getting better or something like that. So Valero Energy, we could see that I'm up 8% on them. Wells Fargo, so there's Wells Fargo, and I talked about all the banks before, how the banks are starting to rebound, and I'm going to see what the stats are for Wells Fargo. I believe I bought it around $47, but it'll tell me just right quick. Yes, I did. I bought it at $47, and right now the price is sitting at $50. So Wells Fargo does pay a pretty good dividend, pretty good stock that was on sale. I do have a lot of banks, just like Warren Buffett. So Cardinal Health, I am up 5% on them. Their dividend yield was pretty good. I think that's why I think their dividend yield when I bought it was a little closer to 4%. But quickly just gonna look at this right quick. I think Cardinal Health is actually a good company that's really been trending down. And a really good dividend yield, but they've been sort of trending down. A lot of investors are scared to buy in. $46 average share price, and right now the price is at $49. So. Nike, pretty up on them, almost 5%. Pretty good growth there. China sales look good from the last earnings report, so I really like them as a consumer staple. New residential real estate trust, NRZ, they are a very high dividend paying stock. But it's a mortgage real estate investment trust that I really, really like. The dividend yield may be a little bit unstable right now. It's closer to 11%, but they have shown that they can pay the dividend, and I bought them on sale. So United Technologies, I'm up 4% on them. I think that's an aerospace stock. Scott's Miracle-Gro, I am up 4% on them. Scott's Miracle-Gro is sort of like my weed play, medical cannabis, marijuana, just stuff like that. They were when I bought the Scott's Miracle-Gro, I bought them for the 3% yield. So Microsoft, I'm up 3% on. I'm curious when actually did I buy Microsoft? I think I'm gonna say 103. Yeah, 103. I think that's a little bit high for my liking. I really tried to wait on Microsoft. I think Microsoft got all the way down to $92. I thought that was a pretty good buy, but right now the price is sitting at 107. So pretty good growth company. Microsoft really held its own during that last major correction. A.L. Smith, this is one of my favorite stocks, as I talked about before in one of the recent videos. I like stocks that they deal with water or something like that. They create water purification pumps and all this stuff, water pumps. Just a stock that deals with water and purifying water. So average share price 46 right now. Price at 48. This is a dividend aristocrat. Apple, not much to say about Apple. Up 3%. Abbott Laboratories up 3%. The Kellogg Company up 2%. Very good dividend for Kellogg Company. Next Era Energy, one of my favorite stocks, up 1%. A little bit pricey right now, though. If Next Era Energy can just get back down to the 150s, I might buy a whole bunch of shares. But right now, very, very pricey, 173. And right now it's at 176, but they do have a knack of increasing their dividend. So Comcast up 1%, Consolidated Edison up 0.98%, Barrett Company I am down 0.16%, and at Procter & Gamble I am up 0.02%. So yeah, pretty good dividend aristocrats. This portfolio I just recently made, and it seems to be contributing well. We're going to just look at the entire stats here, see what's going on. Net cash flow, I did put in $1,020. Let's take a look at earned dividends, 63. So the dividends are starting to kick in. Market gain of $40.46, and the percentage return almost 5%, guys. So the portfolio has a little bit more growth in this portfolio than the other two portfolios. Dividend portfolio A and B really focus on that really high dividend, very good aristocrats in those portfolios. One of those portfolios is my Roth, which I talked about, dividend portfolio A. That is actually my Roth. But this portfolio has just a little bit more growth to it. There's a lot of good growth stocks like Microsoft, Nike. I think Goldman Sachs is a pretty popular bank that they're growing and they're getting larger. There's some more stocks I'm just thinking of off the top of my head. I think I saw Wells Fargo's not a grower. Next Era Energy. They're growing pretty well, and they pay a pretty good dividend too. They're probably going to increase their dividend sometime during this year. Very, very good stock. I like how they innovate on the East Coast with all those windmills. It's just a good stock. You guys should look them up. They're very, very solid. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. You guys are looking at Dividend Portfolio C. Not much to say about them. Let's quickly look at the dividend yield. I'm quite curious on what the dividend yield actually is. So, the dividend yield, yeah. See, this is 3% is pretty good, but I think in my other portfolios are like closer to 4% or something like that. But yeah, this is it still contributes a dividend. Every stock pays a dividend, and there are dividend aristocrats in here like A.O. Smith. Just pretty good. So. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I'm going to cut the video here. You're looking at Dividend Portfolio C, and in a couple of days or so, or maybe like a week or so, I'll go over Dividend Portfolio D, which I recently created, and that is the monthly dividend income portfolio. So that's going to do it, guys, and I'll see you next time.